Good evening and welcome to today's matchup, Team WoW versus Back Handed Panthers, John.
Interesting matchup. This one's the top of the table clash. Should be a good one.
Yes, Team WoW sit on 10 points at the start of play and Back Handed Panthers on 12. There are 5 teams really that are close as we look at the starting lineups here, John.
Scott on the left, Bryan on the right. Interesting choice. I think that might switch over during this match. Kid and Gale in defence. Well, that's really going to be the key. If those guys can really do well, along with risking goals, then I think Team WoW got a chance.
Well, Risk has been solid in recent weeks.
It's been very good. We'll see how Gale goes. He hasn't played in a while, but he's coming in tonight as we get underway.
And here we go. Bryan to Scott. Scott trying to just chisel out a bit of space. Broken down. Looks its way back. Gale. Broken down again. Bryan just puts a spanner in the works there, but a bit of a sloppy start from both sides.
Well, it's good hustle from Team WoW, but they haven't got anything going yet. First couple of opening forays.
Yeah,
promising signs.
Just getting a feel for the ball, really. That's what it's all about in these first couple of minutes, as Risk takes the goalkeeper throw.
Now, Risk, this is interesting. We're going to pan over the Back Handed Panthers goal, but Risk, what's he going to do? Because it's always interesting to see what Risk does.
Gale picks it up in the defence, takes it around one man. Goes for goal, John!
Oh, that was a beauty.
Absolute cracker from Phil Gale, his second of the season.
Let's have another look. Oh man, he takes it around with such aplomb. Oh, look at that touch. It's perfect.
He's become known for his pace and his ability to just shimmy around defenders like that. Very agile, Phil Gale.
Oh man, it's just he will be the key, I think, tonight. That was an amazing goal. He's come out from defence and just taken around the defender and then top corner. That's top class.
1-0 as we restart here. Back Handed Panthers with a bit of renewed fire here, looking to go forward. They did not expect that. That is not in the script.
It's definitely not. I've got to say, Team are doing really well here. I mean, they don't have any subs tonight. And Gale again up the line.
No, that's right. John, Will Darling, Robbie Sharp, Andy Thompson, all out tonight.
They said that Thompson was actually, he might be coming later. Something crazy happened on the way. I don't know what happened there. I mean, obviously, get here on time.
Family matter, I believe, was the official line.
It's pretty
whether he will arrive or not remains to be seen, but he would be a huge help tonight. Just to give him just extra legs more than anything.
Look at that little 1-2 there. Now, Bryan really should have run for that, but it was a beautiful play from Scott. I think Bryan really wanted that and didn't run. I'm not sure why.
Scott maybe a little bit.
Well, I'm not sure.
Another BHP attack fizzles out. Risk with one of those typical long throws.
Now, as I say here, Risk just needs to get this right. I mean, he's good with those sometimes, but other times he can be a little heavy.
He's certainly copying a lot of flack from that in the media, isn't he, John? Those long throws, they can fizzle out and really waste some time.
But he's an amazing keeper, though.
You certainly can't fault him in recent weeks. He has saved Team WoW on more than one occasion. As he makes another stop there, he makes it look easy.
Solid. Tries
Bryan.
to search out Bryan. He tries to get it back to Scott.
A little touch, but couldn't get anything going there. Kid, now, he's been solid in the defence, John.
Has been. I've got to say, I liked his work. He's really come on. And he's another key. This defensive lineup from Team WoW is pretty good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A slightly less used than normal formation in the defence. Phil Gale and Alex Kidd.
Well, they've done well so far. They're both very talented, very solid, great positional players, and so I think they'll play well here.
Not a bad strike there, John. A little bit of a curler. Might have just caught Risk out. Don't know if he would have made it.
Well, I think that's covered, to be honest.
Gale just seeking out Scott, but it's gone a little bit astray there. And they're caught. Risk gets down low, makes that one look easy. Alex Sharp running it out of the defence, manages to get the shot off.
Oh, that was close.
Not bad, and Bryan was on hand, but the keeper did well to rein it in. Unfortunately, his kick did not...
Second time he's done that keeper, I don't know why. I mean, he can just
maybe
try and
nerves here, John.
Yeah, it's true. It's a tough match, top of the table. They're both be feeling it.
Another strike there, off the post. I think it took a touch off Risk first, John.
Well done, Risk, but we're a little lucky there, Team WoW, I've got to say.
Absolutely. Sometimes the post can be your best friend as a goalkeeper, and well, Risk did well to shift him onto the post.
Yeah, well played.
Lucky in the end. Vital touch from Bryan. Scott just searching for Bryan, and the pass is a little bit long.
It was a nice pass. Bryan wasn't quite fast enough there.
Nice turn. Well dealt with by Phil Gale. The kick in. Sharp.
Kid. You gotta stop saying sharp.
My apologies.
That's alright. I'll let you off.
Kid gets sucked in there. Oh, and the shot is severely lacking.
He
there.
should have scored, I'd say. That was a chance where he just should have scored.
Got to take those chances, John, in a game like
If
this.
he doesn't take that chance, it's gonna come back and cost him. I
You
think.
do not get many against a side like Team WoW and a defensive side like Team WoW.
Well,
That's
they
really
are.
been key to their success.
Has been.
Great touch from Bryan, and was that a back pass? Scott's certainly appealing for it.
I don't know if he touched it.
The call has not been made.
Is Gale. Great.
And Scott can't quite get there. Maybe could have put in a stronger effort there, but he's still fuming. Was that a back pass, John?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see it very clearly. Obviously, Scott thinks it was. But maybe he can touch his hand. I'm not really sure. He certainly
picked up and threw it, John. So he did touch it with his hand.
Oh, yeah.
But the question is, did the defender get a solid enough touch on it?
That's a good question.
Was it an outstretched foot? And Bryan almost going forward there. Gale to take the kick in. A little high for Scott. Maybe could have put more of a leap into that one, John.
Well, Bryan's got not known for their aerial confidence either, so.
Well, they're known for a lot of things, John, but their aerial prowess certainly not. Great touch there.
Yeah.
Will he play it in? Plays it back. Wants the strike. Oh, and Risk has built it into his own net there, Bryan. What happened there? It was a solid touch.
I think maybe Gale got in the way of Risk's line of vision. Oh,
absolutely, and he just sort of shifted out of the way. That can happen, John.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Risk. He's had a good game so far. Let's hope it doesn't go to his head. This is Scott. Bryan is just kind of running about randomly. And
Scott trying that little flick again, and it's not come off for him. And now Kid's in trouble. Bryan tracks back well. Great turn from Bryan. Oh, just tries to thread it in. That could have been useful. Was that another possible call for a back pass? I'm not sure about that one, John.
No way that was a
Scott
back pass.
certainly having some trouble here. On the turn with the strike, but a bit lacking there.
So the game is really, I mean, it's 1-1, isn't it?
It is 1-1 now, John.
I mean, it's been interesting, hasn't it? There haven't really been too many fluid games. There's a couple of broken things. Phil Gale probably the best.
Moment of genius.
But, it's been interesting. A bit of a tussle.
I think it's going to take a real moment of class, John, or a moment of utter stupidity to settle this today. And so far we've seen class from Gale, stupidity from Risk, and what will we see next?
Well, there's a good save from Risk. Let's say that.
Quality save. I think he might have been able to hang on to that one if I'm being a little bit picky. Scott just makes a block there. And that one will fizzle out. They've got to stay a bit more contained, BHP. That they're losing a lot of balls.
That's very, very good insight there from yourself. I've got to say, it's been a tense game as well, this one.
Scott, just having words here to the referee. I think that might be about those back pass incidents, John. He's still not happy about it. The referee, I think, is explaining himself.
Well, he's got to move on. I mean, if he's not careful, get a yellow card. And we don't want that.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's accepted it there. Scott on the turn. Ooh, maybe a bit high there. Referee calls advantage. Gale. Oh, he's lost out. This is a chance. Another. Oh, the bar!
Mate.
That's twice they've hit the woodwork here, John. And Team WoW really starting to ride their luck.
They've been lucky, Team WoW, to stay
Scott on the turn. Comes through for Bryan, who doesn't really commit to that one. The keeper gets it clear.
That was Kid, wasn't it?
I think that was both.
I think it was Bryan was kind of over there.
Gale with the kick. Nice one back to Kid, who's getting a lot more confident with his ball skills in the defence, which I think is great to see. Bryan easily shrugged off the ball there. And they're through on goal.
He's back.
Bryan. It's been too soon, but he does get through. Bryan! A bit theatrical there.
Oh, he's hit him straight in the jaw. That must have hurt like
He's still
crazy.
holding his jaw there, but looked a little bit theatrical the way he went down.
Weird. Yeah, but it really would have hurt.
Bryan on the turn. Oh, gets a little clip there on the shin as he goes through, but they're not going to call those ever in futsal. Just as goes up the other end. That can happen in futsal.
Yeah, and, one end to the other so quick.
Just missed.
Here's Bryan again.
Nice little flick over. Scott trying to head it back, but can't get enough purchase on it. Scott now just loses out there. BHP had a chance there again. It's just fizzled out.
Well,
They've got to keep it contained, John.
They really do. I think that guy just went off his key to it, the old guy. Key to the ASP attack and containing the ball and so on. Oh,
Great
nice
little 1-2 and
two.
Scott! Oh, the defender does well there. Off camera. Just made a quality block and Scott would have buried that one, I think.
You couldn't have seen it at home, but we certainly saw it here. It was beautiful.
Great stop from Risk. Another corner for BHP, and they're piling on the pressure a bit here.
It's interesting.
We just feel that the next scorer,
Crucial stage of the game.
absolutely, the next scorer I think might just be the winner.
I'd say so as well.
A great work by Team WoW so far. They seem to be keeping in formation, apart from Bryan, who seems to be moving left and right, but that can confuse the opponents.
Yeah, I think they just do. Scott and Bryan are switching it up. Just they know what they're doing. Plus, they know what they're between themselves. I mean, it may not
Perfectly
look
in
like
sync.
it may not look like that from here, but between themselves, they're really just like Walcott will sometimes go from all the way over to the right, and sometimes switch around all the way over to the left.
Absolutely. They're like Walcott in many, many ways.
Both of them very similar to a Walcott. It's like you got two Walcotts. I don't understand what's going on. Alright, so
Corner for BHP
yes,
here.
Let's get back to business.
And Scott just manages to do enough.
Terribly
Keeper. Well taken again by Kid, no mucking around, just hoofs it clear.
Nice hit,
Fabio waiting to receive the ball.
He's some kind of funny face with his
Christian gesture. He likes to make it look like he's going to take a throw before he takes the kick in. Is there some psychology in that?
I think there might be. I think he's trying to say, hey, I've done the outdoor thing, but I'm just playing futsal for kicks.
I think that's probably the exactly right reading, I think, John.
Well, I mean,
Spot on.
such things before. I've seen Fabio play many times.
Good strength there.
Played against
Suarez.
him a few times.
Little strike in. Oh, it's off the woodwork
Another
again,
one.
bro.
Oh, man.
That's 3 now.
Yeah, that's 3.
That could be 4-1 up.
They could be.
Gale switching with Alex Kidd there does well. Scott on the turn. That's clever, John. Maybe a little bit. He knows what he's doing.
Foul.
I think he knows what he's doing there.
He's done very well, and now
Scott's going to take the kick himself. Bryan making, look at that, ghosting in behind goal. And Scott will just, tries to pick him out.
handball, I think, possibly.
Was it a handball?
Well, that's a question.
No one's appealing for it, Bryan and John. And here comes the kick in. Scott on the strike. Ooh! Straight into the hands of the keeper.
Scott's been good. Scott's had a lot of chances. Bryan not so much, but I mean he's done a bit.
Well, it's about bearing the chances in futsal. You can have many chances, John, and sometimes it just won't work for you. It's all about conversion, and Scott has been less than impressive.
Hasn't scored yet, but we'll see what happens in the rest of the game. Here's Gale.
Gale does well on the turn.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, with the nutmeg!
Nutmeg!
But well taken by the goalkeeper. Straight to the other end now. Bryan puts out a leg, another leg. Still can't get it. BHP strikes across the face. I think that was Chase.
Nice driving. Well in that wrap. Maybe you should consider that after your commentary career goes down the drain, or
Risk with the throw.
yeah, very good.
Ball over to Bryan.
Well played,
Just cushions
Bryan.
it for Scott. The little back heel from
beautiful.
Scott. Will Bryan put it in? He goes for goal, John.
Oh, I don't know if he actually saw. I don't know if he actually saw the.
Didn't see Kid coming in.
teammate. Yes, well, that's unfortunate.
Well, he was wide open. A great back heel from Scott, and
Amazing. Well played for Bryan.
well played for Bryan.
Yeah.
Well played.
Here's Bryan.
Tries to put it through. Does put it through to Scott, who's on the turn. Sorts his feet out, but it goes straight to the keeper. In the end, short ball to himself.
A little cheeky flick up doesn't do anything. Risk has the ball now.
Risk with a solid throw there. Scott just puts it back to Bryan. Bryan can't make the second touch. BHP on the attack. Another great save from Scott. I mean, pardon me, from Risk there.
Yeah, Scott.
Quick ball back in for BHP. Sorts his feet out here. Can't get the strike off. Bryan ends up with the ball. It's a little bit loose.
Yeah, he's just rushed today. Didn't think he had that much time. Probably had a bit more than he thought.
They're under pressure here, Team One.
They are. Scrambling.
Great touch. Gale comes away with it. Look at that pace. Just bursting at the seams here. Plays it through, just gets cut out before it reaches
Good pressure, guys.
Bryan.
He's played for
Bryan, little 1-2. Bryan can work his way through, not quite.
Bryan's looked a little slow at this point in time.
Ball back in from BHP man, and it's gone loose. They've got to work on this, John.
Yes.
Gale will take the kick here to Bryan. Clever 1-2. Another little shimmy. Through to Scott with the strike. It's a goal, John.
Ah, Scott.
Well taken from Scott.
His chance.
Really, it was Bryan and Gale that made that, but Scott just finished it.
Just having a look, Bryan, little 1-2, give and go, inviting Phil Gale to run, takes it around the defender. Yes.
Just gets it to Scott, and it's an
Scott
opportunistic strike, really.
Well, he finishes those ones 9 times out of 10. Scott, and yeah, he's done it.
Absolutely. So that's 2-1. Team WoW have taken a decisive lead, maybe here.
A little unexpected BHP, of course. They are in form and, well, not many subs on the bench for Team WoW. Fitness could be an issue in the second half, but let's see what happens. 2-1. Great work.
Speaking of strikers, will Team WoW miss Sol Foster? He's been on hot form.
He's in Melbourne today, about now, I'd say.
In Melbourne?
Yeah, so they probably will miss him a bit, I'd say. Really good.
Averages about 4 goals a game. It's unheard of.
I mean, last season it was ridiculous. But he's continued his form this season.
He's continued his form, and that's something you don't often see in futsal.
No, you don't.
Form can be short-lived.
I mean, you don't really see it often at all.
Form is temporary and class is permanent, Joe.
That's what they say, and Bryan and Scott certainly have a lot of class, so that's why they're the permanent fixtures in the Team WoW squad. Reliable.
Absolutely. They'll have to stay focused here, though. They have got a decisive lead, but they can't let this one go. BHP will take any opportunity you hand them.
There's no doubt about that, Julian Scott. There's no doubt about that.
And this is Scott to take the kick. Doesn't have a great track record. Short one to Bryan, and Bryan leaves it very short for Gale, who gets himself out of trouble with a fancy clearance. BHP on the attack. Open man, a strike. Oh, and it's got around. Just missed that. Well, they've had 3 posts now, and probably another 3 wide, just wide. They could easily be behind here, Team WoW. I think they're quite fortunate to
Very
the
lucky.
lead.
I'm going to say the 2-1 is good. I mean, they're taking a chance to get this. There's unlikely to miss.
Absolutely. That's what it comes down to. All ball. Scott on the turn. Oh!
That was
what a
beautiful.
touch from Scott. Now let's have a look at the replay. Little ball through to Scott. Just turns. Completely fools the defender.
Now you see there, he knew what he was doing before the ball came to him. He took the little look up. He thought, okay, I'm just going to use this ball, use the pace, use the momentum, just flick it round.
But the strike, just a little bit difficult from that sort of angle. Would have been nice if it had gone in though.
That was Suarez-esque, you know, when he's always like, he's like, oh man, I just missed kind of thing.
Absolutely.
It always happens.
That's always happened. But a great turn from Scott. Could have been 3-1 there.
Yeah, could well have been.
BHP have got, I mean, as much as they're going to throw men forward now, and you can see that they're going to have the tendency to do that, they've got to shore up the defence.
Well, I'm nodding my head here in the commentary box. That's for sure.
Scott and Bryan actually defending a lot better up forward than they usually do here. I think maybe lacking senior members such as Thompson, Sharp, Darling. They've really stepped into the role here so far.
Yeah, they've realised the really importance of this game. I think they really figured out that this is really what they need to do in order to win. And so they're definitely playing very well.
Absolutely. I think Scott was saying midweek.
Sit, Alex. Phil.
The next 2 fixtures are absolutely essential to win. As I said, they're about 5 up the top of the table, 4 spots, and if they lose now or even next week, they could be in some serious trouble. Just missed out on the final place last season, and those haunting memories coming back to them.
5th place, they really should have done a bit better, I'd say.
They were lacking Bryan, of course.
Big.
That is big. Bryan, again, as Scott's been saying, Bryan can just lift the team. Even if he's not doing anything noticeable, Bryan can lift the team. But back to the action here. Gale through to Scott. Scott will just try to be fancy here, but he's lost out.
Well, Bryan wasn't really trying too much, so he had to make that himself.
Scott with a little touch. Oh, and he's been brought down. That's a harsh tackle. You might have seen a yellow card for that one.
Did he get brought down there, or was he diving?
I don't think he started, John. I think he gets a pretty solid clip.
I just couldn't see
Scott stepping into the free kick taker role with Thompson out. I'm not so sure about it.
Well, he's had some good ones in the past. That's how we're all
That is going high, wide, and not at all handsome,
That
John.
one's in orbit,
I think he was caught in 2 minds as you saw Bryan creeping in.
Yeah, whether to shoot high or high.
Touche. Great clearance from Alex Kidd. He's been solid.
Kidd, I'll tell you what.
one of the finest. Came in as a replacement for Bryan not so long ago. And he's been impressing ever since, especially in the last few games.
Really,
I mean, I was saying,
Bryan came back. I think those two work well together.
I think they do. Great turn, and Scott provides the through ball, and Bryan tries the cheeky chip. Doesn't quite come off, but that was a little touch of the old Scott-Bryan dynamic duo.
Oh, I tell you what, that was good chemistry. Let's have another look at replay. Oh, there's no replay for this. Man, that was a beautiful touch from Bryan, I gotta say.
It was a great touch, the way he just rolled that one around. Can't think of a player that was like, but maybe a bit like Ronaldinho in his earlier years.
Yeah, well, I've always said that.
And Risk has spilled this one. He's come out here, Risk.
What's he doing?
He's done it a few times.
You know what he's doing there, John. You know what he's doing there. He's taking a risk.
Oh, and a great block there from, I think it was off the head of Phil Gale.
That's what I said was he's taking a risk. Yes, it's making a risk.
Take the first time.
Oh, okay. Just for the fans at home, I missed it.
Little corner ball, the many fans at home. And that's half time, John. 2-1. One from Scott, one from Gale. Now, that one's just flashed up quickly there. But a 3rd minute strike from Gale, 13 minutes from Scott.
2-1.
What are your thoughts at half time?
I've got to say they're lucky to be 2-1 up, but they played really well. I mean, I'm very happy with their performance personally. The team went forward. Bryan and Scott doing quite well up front, but I think really the key is the defence.
Absolutely.
Risk has made some good saves, but Phil Gale and Alex Kidd have just been beautiful. As we start the second half here.
Looks like it's going to be a strike from the goalkeeper. That old gambit. Scott makes a good block there and earns the applause of his team and the stadium.
Yeah, they're right to their feet sometimes. They're so excited.
That sort of block.
Yeah, that kind of blocks us.
Little turn. That old guy, he's good at slowing down the play.
As I said many times, keen to BHP.
Once, I think. Scott with a little strike across the face, and Bryan had a chance. Keeper did well. Stood up well.
Yeah, I mean, Bryan could have just sneakily chipped it.
That would have been impressive.
I was thinking
but in the moment, sometimes that just doesn't come to you. And Gale again. A little bit of class. Scott will just take the strike here.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have left it for Scott again. It was not, he had momentum. I mean, I don't really know what Scott was thinking, but that's okay.
Gale is so important. He plays like no one else really in futsal. He's got so much pace, so much agility. Bryan goes around here. Can he put it back in? Goes out for the corner kick. Plays it straight in there. Kidd manages to get to Scott here. Going down the line. Bit of control. He's got 2 for company and he's lost out there. Off Scott.
That's fine.
And the kick will go BHP's way. Good on the turn, that goes well, and a good ball back to the goalkeeper. He can play as an outfielder as well.
He certainly can. He really wants to.
Bryan loses out there. Bit of multi-ball turmoil for Risk.
You've been working on that one, have you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought you had been. Because
Corner.
I remember you were talking about it earlier. That light again.
And I don't know how that happened, but Bryan's just run it out of play there. And Scott is commanding and demanding that Bryan should get back on the left-hand side. He's left the man unmarked there. While he points to Kidd to mark someone else, ironic. On the turn here, the old guy.
Nice pass to the guy Bryan forgot to mark.
Tries to take the strike on, and Bryan pats his hair down in shame.
He's got a lot of hair as well, gotta say. When's he gonna cut it? That's the question.
That's the question on everyone's lips at the moment.
Yeah, I'd be asking that.
Quality ball in, Bryan does well. Can he sort out his feet here?
Straight to Bryan. He plays it up to Scott.
Scott with a little ball back in, but Bryan had already moved a little bit too far, couldn't quite get back for it. And a little bit, always tricks himself there, Chase.
Yeah, not good that Chase.
This is Gale with the long ball, doesn't make it to Scott, and they're on the back foot now. Scott and Bryan running back in unison. Oh, what a save from Risk!
The big man has really saved that one.
I thought that was destined for the top right.
He saved that more than like a normal save, though.
Absolutely.
With the hand up.
Absolutely right. You wouldn't even expect that of him. He did well. Another little strike and he's alerted again.
What comes out this time?
And they're just being peppered at the moment.
Yeah.
But Risk has done well, and then a little bit of luck from that strike. That was another quality one. Just gone wide. Risk with the throw. Long throw.
Long again from Risk. It doesn't matter. I mean, Risk is just saving left, right, and centre these goals.
Yeah, you cannot fault Risk at the moment.
Up with throw.
Little throw. Can he find a ball in here? Takes a strike.
Oh,
again
Risk.
off the post.
Risk touches it onto the post.
Unbelievable.
Great
That's
drama.
4 off the post and 2 for that man himself.
Exactly.
Little ball back. Just gets it out of trouble, but again, wasting those opportunities. Got to get in better positions.
It's gonna really hurt them. I don't think they can win if they keep squandering these kind of chances.
Absolutely not. It's a small court out there. It can get crowded. You just got to rise to that challenge.
Have to.
Team WoW has. On the turn here. Great stop from Gale. Puts it through. Bryan with the dummy.
Did you see that?
And it's a goal.
I don't know if you saw it. Let's check it out.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Bryan has dummied it.
Does well.
Gale,
Gale.
amazing.
That's the most important non-touch you're going to see this season.
Oh!
And Gale, look at that finish.
That is something else, that finish.
Quality into the bottom corner, off the post. But Bryan really made that one.
Bryan was very happy with that. I've got to say, I talked to him after the match. That was probably the best thing he's ever done in futsal ever. He said. I think he was a bit overwhelmed by the game. I don't think it's actually the best thing.
That was just a fantastic touch as Scott comes forward. Made the tackle and they're on the break. Got Bryan. Tries a little trick and strikes it back in.
My pass.
Did I just hear Elizabeth complain about that?
Not sure.
Scott getting back in. He's an unstoppable force at the moment, but Risk gets that one away. Well, should Scott have squared that one to Bryan?
Well, I think he probably should have, but hey, heat of the moment.
Heat of the moment, exactly. Sometimes players will just want to deceive the defender.
That's very true. Just
Expected the pass.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, didn't work that time.
Maybe should have squared it. 2-1, the score remains.
Keen back to Bryan now. Oh, between the corner. That was well done.
Bryan is skillful at winning corners.
Oh, nice try,
Not a
Alex.
bad try there from Alex. Oh, and security.
Is that Andy Thompson?
No.
I believe that's Andy
I think
Thompson.
it
Can
might
we
be.
get confirmation? We've got confirmation.
Yes, we
It's
have.
Andy Thompson on the sideline. Peter Thompson,
Futsal analyst.
futsal analyst, and his father, 2 separate roles. Team WoW manager at some points, I think.
At some points in the
Um,
class.
and it's a drop ball here. We just had a multi-ball on the field, and yes, good sportsmanship. Another post, and he signals 3 there.
Wow.
3 posts for him alone, and 5 for BHP today. None for Team WoW, except for that one from Gale that went in off the post.
Up night.
So luck is really favouring them. Another strike, Scott does well.
What's Bryan signaling there? I don't quite understand. He's trying to get his defensive order.
Cross,
marshalling
the strike. Oh, again. Andy Thompson has arrived. That may be useful.
He's
They
better
look
come
like
on.
they're
I'm gonna
tiring
say
maybe a
he needs
little
to
bit.
come on soon. Scott's certainly tired. So.
Oh, Scott, a little bit cynical there. And says to the guy that he's just tripped, that's a bit theatrical. Maybe just in the heat of the moment.
Oh, you talked to her.
Can go
Did you,
Scott.
even though it was live.
He's just reading his lips there.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Little turn. Maybe. No. And the strike again. Well, they are riding their luck here, Team WoW. And Phil Gale just... He knows that was a let-off.
He knows that they've had too many let-offs today, and they're really... Oh, but that's 3-1 up, isn't it?
2-1 up, John.
3-1 up.
2-1 up.
They're 3-1 up because Phil already...
Certainly
sorted
3-1 up. Ball into Scott.
Scott
Oh,
should
goes
score.
to ground, and that's come off the post there.
It's a great 1-2 there. Bryan's played well. Scott played well.
Fantastic. Scott got it. Sorry, Bryan got it out of trouble. Scott played a good one too.
I've said many times, but he's the key man.
Another great stop from Risk. How important has he been today? Absolutely. Almost as important as the Team WoW posts, Jonathan.
Very yeah, no, Risk. He's been really important, I'm going to say. Probably the most
With
important
him.
member of the
He
squad,
runs
I'd
in.
say.
Little corner in here, the strike again. They're putting them under pressure here, BHP.
Peppering
Plenty
him.
of corners, the corner count about 10-3. Oh, it's off the post again. Number 6.
See that?
Keeper's now put under pressure.
He's cute.
Will Scott take the shot? Oh, he's just let that get away from him. And the ball's gone out. And it looks like Thompson's stretching there. He's ready to come on.
He needs to come on soon, I'd say. He needs to get Thompson onto the field.
Oh, little nutmeg. Ball out.
Who's going to come off here?
I think it's going to be Bryan. Thompson is called for Bryan, and Bryan will go off.
Bryan was, I'm sure, initially he's coming up for Thompson.
On comes Andy Thompson. Another little corner, and Thompson, he's got to find the flow of this game quickly. It's getting pretty intense here, and he's coming in cold.
Yeah, it's very true, but Andy Thompson, he's still water for the team squad. He always takes
10 goals for this season, John.
That's a great player.
Absolute quality. Gets nutmeg there. Scott spreading out the play well. Good distribution. Kid back into Gale. Gale tricking his way through, but it's cleared out, and they're caught on the break. The old guy takes it around Risk, and it's a goal despite Alex Kidd's slide there. Let's take a look at the replay.
Well, they've left, they've been going into the kill here.
Committed 4 men to that attack. Did they need to?
I don't think so, but they didn't realise they didn't leave someone behind, and the old guy.
Great finish. Quality finish. Well taken around.
I mean, I said he's a number of times.
Is that Bryan back on the pitch, John?
Yes.
I think he only just went off. Probably couldn't have been more than 30 seconds ago.
Well, it was probably about a minute.
Ooh. Gale. Will he need to come off now? Looks like he's got back up okay. And that's Scott off the pitch.
Well, he looks
He's
very
been quality
sweaty
today, but Bryan's just taken him off after being off himself for 15 to 30 seconds.
Oh, we don't have to drop him.
5 or 10 seconds probably.
We don't have to drop opinions about Bryan taking you. It could have been the management. It could have been Scott wanting a rest. He does look very tired there, and Bryan's just thought, well, looks like he needs one.
Let's get our courtside man onto the case. And it's been confirmed, look, Scott doesn't know what's going on himself. He actually said he came off. I think I saw it now. You only just went off. He said to Bryan. I don't know what's in Bryan's mind, whether he's goal hungry or what the deal is.
Well, I think he realised that once he'd gone off, the opposition had scored a goal, and so he really needed to come back on. And as you can see here, they've actually really shut down the opposition. Now Bryan's back on and getting back some of that structure that was missing with Bryan.
Sounds fair. Bryan going in for the kill there. Yeah. Little ball out from the goalkeeper, and again loose. And he can't afford that.
Is Thompson? Well, that one was a bit light.
It was a little bit light.
I think it was Bryan's fault, probably.
Oh, that was close again. It gets lodged. And Scott waiting his time on the sub bench.
Well, it was probably understandable after they let that goal through up this way.
Little ball into Alex Kidd. Yeah, I think Bryan would have been back defending if he had been on the pitch. Good work from the defence. The old guy again.
Yeah.
Thompson sorting things out well. Absolutely essential to this team, as we've said.
Yeah, mentioned it. I think really when they scored there, I think the issue was more not that Bryan was defending, but more that the structure was messed up. I mean, they weren't sure who was in defence, who was in attack. They all went up because Bryan wasn't there.
Absolutely. And free kick here from Thompson. It looks like he's going to go for the shot. It's a direct free kick. Takes a strike and a bit high, a bit wide.
Seen worse. Like Scott in the first half.
Okay, I think we all got it.
Yeah, okay, so
the viewers at home. Good strike there. Just tries to wrap it around. And inside the post. Simultaneously. Go on the wrong side. Good work from Gale. He really does hold things up well in the defence here. A born leader. Kidd can't quite get it to Thompson. Gale with that burst of speed. Bryan not really committing. Little ball back and again he just was out. How many times have we said it?
You said it once.
Thompson making his presence felt. BHP on the attack.
Bryan back there in defence.
Gale does well. And Thompson, will he take the strike? Oh! I don't know what's happened there. Is he just...
I think he's all went around for a little bit there. But
just got away from him. Could have done some damage there. Thompson. Oh! Essential little touch there, just off the back of Alex Kidd.
Right? No, Alex Kidd.
Looked just like Bryan. Oh! Bryan cops on there. Great touch. Great work from Riz. He's out of goal. And Alex Kidd again. Oh, little strike in. Well touched behind from Alex Kidd. He has been solid. A little corner kick here. The 15th of the game. Ball over to Bryan.
Oh, Bryan. Beautiful.
Does well here. Thompson.
Go back to Bryan.
Does go back to Bryan. Bryan has just not had the legs today in attack.
Yeah, he's looked very slow. So it could be to do with the fasting that he's been doing.
Fasting.
Today, but
he probably would have been because he is doing some physical activity of some sort. Well dealt with by Alex Kidd.
No, look, I mean, there's a lot of difference between just your average day, which of course is and then there's...
Look, I don't want to get into religious debate. Let's get back to the game.
No, exactly, that's fair enough.
BHP with the strike. Again, Alex Kidd.
And then a top-of-the-table clash. Competitive futsal at the end of the day. I mean, that's... You've got to take it out.
Yeah. Corner
Here's a
kick
corner.
for BHP, the 20th of the game.
Sweet.
See how we jumped 5. Alex Kidd watching intently. Another little stop from Michael Risk.
No, it's Risk. Okay.
Ball in.
Bryan, great hassling.
They've just been solid in the defence. Let a few attacks through, which they've got lucky on, but I think they deserve their luck at the end of the day.
I would say so.
Alex Kidd going forward.
Bryan
deals with it well. Again, just fizzles out. And this will be a Team WoW ball. Phil Gale with the kick.
Gale on the sideline, he's going to try down the line.
Scott is back on. Good news here.
Oh, that's very good.
For Jonathan Bryan. Jonathan Bryan has been taken off again. He's not looking happy. He's not looking happy on the sideline. A bit Ronaldo-esque.
Yeah.
As he gets taken off.
I don't know what he's doing, really. looks like he might be going over to have a couple of words with Risk. He's taking him off. I'm not really sure why. I mean, Risk's had a good game.
Absolutely. Alex Kidd here. And Scott does absolutely fantastically there. I think a little bit cynical. Bit of a holding of the shoulder there. But that was important.
Yeah. Okay, so here's Bryan, I think, right? Okay.
Thompson calls Gale forward.
Bryan's not on, right? I'm sorry.
Bryan taking more of a breather than last time. I think it's up to about 45 seconds now, Joe.
Last minute, I'd say.
Little ball on. Oh, and Thompson.
Nice attempt.
He's not quite touched that right.
Let's get back into the match here. I think we've been mucking around.
And this is a kick for BHP. The old guy comes on.
Oh, when the old guy comes on, you know what must
Thompson's made the interception. Ball through to Scott. Surely he can't miss. It's a goal.
Oh, Scott Peachy. That was beautiful.
4-2.
Let's
take a look at the replay.
Let's have another look.
It was a great pass. He sucked him in there, Thompson. Scott just had the time to stop the ball, virtually, and then just puts it, maybe gets a bit lucky. Puts it over the top of the keeper.
It was kind of like he's chipped it, but he's also smashed it.
Keeper was trailing back there, and I think he was just a bit confused. Scott goes in. Oh, just brings the man down. Quick free kick. Back inside. Nutmeg. Oh, is that in? Scott gets there. Let's take a look at a replay here. Nutmeg on Thompson, and that's a surefire goal unless Scott gets a touch there.
Ah, Scott the hero, Scott the villain, Scott the everything.
I think it's the hero. 2 goals.
Yeah, just the hero. Beautiful.
And a great stop there.
Did you see that beautiful nutmeg by himself on Bryan?
Bryan now. And that was a yellow card, I believe, for protesting. Bryan's taking the kick from the wrong spot here. It will be pulled back. A goal throw, just a booking for the protest job.
Well, fair
This
enough.
is getting a bit heated.
Heated, I'd say heated.
Good throw from Risk. Test the keeper who has to make a touch. Absolutely, he wouldn't have caught that.
Thompson!
Ooh, that's a bad shot from Thompson. Not up to his usual standards.
Nice little ball through from Bryan.
Bit of laughter from the fans.
I don't know why. I don't know why, really. Thompson
He's been a quality captain and a quality player. Another great stop from Risk.
You know, when you hit it hard, that's going to happen sometimes.
It's going to happen, and you've just got to keep on taking those opportunities. Quick ball inside. That could have easily been a goal. Again, riding their luck in the defence. I think he's just gone at that with his left foot. Maybe should have stuck out a right. Can be second nature. Great header through from Scott to Bryan. Just gets out muscled quite easily there. Oh, and Bryan's copped on there, and a nutmeg to boot. Scott just gets a touch on there, a bit cynical. I think he took the leg first. Doesn't matter. Gale maybe should have passed that one to Bryan, but took the strike on.
Up inside.
Bryan plays it into Thompson, and he's outdone himself there. Hits the CFM sign.
Really?
CFM, they do a lot of great work. And, it's a pleasure to have them on board with Football Fed Tasmania and teamwellfc.blogspot.com. Thank you, CFM, for your support.
CFM, love your word, CFM.
Great stop from Jonathan Bryan.
You know, CFM, I've got to say about CFM. Now, they're a radio station which plays quality music, not like
little ball in here.
Not like the other rubbish that we see on television.
I don't know if you got my little ball in here that we're talking about the game here.
I said that we see on television. That's what I said, talking about radio. We're also talking about futsal.
Chip in, does well there, Thompson. 4-2
Yeah.
at the moment, and I think Team WoW, well, they're a bit lucky, but again, I think they've deserved their luck. There's some solid defending,
chances,
and they've had some decent opportunities that they haven't put away as well.
Scott
Scott goes down there, holds off the man. Oh, deft little header from Bryan.
Oh, he tried his luck.
Nice duck,
Didn't
Jono.
really know much about it, but well,
Had a go at it. Keeper did very well. Could have gone in on another day.
yeah, if the keeper wasn't there, probably would have.
Scott calling for this one, but oh, he goes in hard, but can't quite make the block. Gale does well.
Thompson.
Leaves it for Thompson. Leaves a bit of a trail of rubber there, Thompson, as he slides off the field. Great chip through, and it's a goal.
Nice goal.
4-3. Again, as we said, that guy's going to be key today, and he has been again. Again, just a quality ball in between Gale and Thompson, and the half volley was all class. It's got to be said.
Yeah, great goal. But the ball, I mean, you don't see those kind of balls just everywhere. He's clearly from Italy, and
Yeah, you only see those in Italy.
you
A
only
bit
see
like
those
Del
kind of-
Piero, that guy. Great little flick over from Scott.
Yeah.
And they're on the attack again here, BHP. A striker that could have easily been 4
They
all.
score here. This is going to be bad for Team WoW. They need to win this match. They really need to.
Absolutely, and it's getting very intense here. Both teams know they've got to win this one. Another little turn here. BHP just stacking on the pressure. Strike. Bryan gets it out of trouble.
Whoa.
Scott just pulls it away. Drops him to the ground. Scott now over. This is getting heated.
It is. The Italian guy passes through.
Bryan.
Watch your back, Jono.
Watching my back.
Thompson goes down there, and finally a call is made. I think teams will get away with a bit more, leg kicking, cynical fouls in futsal. You just got to let the game flow. Great strike from Thompson, and Bryan again on hand, but again unable to put it past the goalkeeper.
He hasn't had really big fights in match tonight, even though he scored again.
And even though he's been on for all of the game pretty
You
much,
still
despite
play
being
Roots?
substituted twice,
Yeah, he's just
still can't make it count.
No, it's unfortunate.
Scott lets that one run, and time is running out here for BHP, but they're putting on a lot of pressure.
Was that some further time wasting?
I think he actually just missed it.
No.
Decent strike here. They're all looking at the clock. That is full time. 4-3, Team WoW. They've hung on here. What a game, John.
What a game that one was. What a beautiful display from Team WoW. They got a bit lucky, but their goals were just sublime, some of them.
Absolutely.
Gale
2
was-
goals from Gale, 2 goals from Scott. Makes it 4 goals for Team WoW. They've won this absolutely important game. Next week they play Van Diemen's for a spot in the finals.
That will be interesting, I've got to say. I'm looking forward to that, and it's been a pleasure to commentate tonight.
Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Signing off.
Bye.
Jonathon,
See
Bryan.
you later. We shouldn't
Jordan.
say our last names because we actually played for the club. We